So, my, sweet darling of, beauty and, light. My apologies. I'm going to need more wine if I'm going to keep that up until dessert. Still, dinner atop the battlements of the castle is at least somewhat pleasurable. How did you find your meal? I did have the best chef in the kingdom prepare it for you. But, if there was anything that you might consider less than perfection, I'll be sure to have him executed for treason. Insulting my beloved's palate with anything less than absolute perfection is a crime, only equal to that of the most dire treason. Did you get that? That was romantic. Make sure to write that word for word. Oh, no, ignore the scribes. They are merely detailing our courtship for posterity. You see, this marriage will go down in history and be taught to the young for decades to come. I know this situation is, less than ideal, but at least we have the castle to ourselves. The Emperor and my brother are away, you see, visiting your kingdom. Or should I say, your former kingdom. Now that peace has been established, Father feels it best to let the good people see their new ruler in person. Let them know who they swear fealty to now. So, while they are gone, there is no pressure for us to keep up our courtly appearances. Did you get that, scribes? Oh, nothing at all. So, tell me about your home kingdom. What is it like there? I've actually never visited the west, only ever the north. You see, that's where most of the fronts have been, although now we've vassalized our way to the northern sea. Interesting. It's good to finally have a kingdom strong in magical disciplines. We have many in the capital, but outside we lack any major connections, you see. I personally distrust the arcane, but Father seems to be all for it. Although I suppose it's simply a matter of progress versus what we stand to, lose. Oh, my apologies, I was distracted for a second. It was just the way the setting sun hit your skin. It was quite, enchanting. Well, we've had our dinner atop the castle. I mean, the castle walls. What do you propose we do tomorrow? An interesting idea, but not my choice. I was thinking we may take the time to rise early and perhaps explore the city. It would be nice for the peasantry to be granted a first-hand look at history. Their lives are so small. They should be thankful to have some aspect of their existence be memorable. The forging of peace and an alliance being both through love. It will probably be the most memorable thing I do for the kingdom. Yes, it will be. Second Prince Pharos Gannis Kilmir the 15th, son of Emperor Lokvir Gannis Kilmir, first of his name, the rising sun that burns the graves of his enemies, rightful ruler of Runica, the Crimson Sands, etc. The word that is key in that name is second. I am the second prince. Have you ever heard the saying, an heir and a spare? Well, in that particular scenario, I am the spare. Brother has been groomed to rule from a young age, while I have been mostly left to my own pursuits. Such pursuits include, wine and, hunting. Hunting is a very decent way to kill time. Time and deer. But I hold no relevancy or importance to the Empire in the grand scheme of things. Although, being married to me does set you in a very similar stead, ensuring us both a level of peace and quiet. Speaking of, how are you finding your stay here? The capital of an empire tends to be a touch more luxurious than what you may be used to. That kingdom of yours was so small and, quaint, I believe is the word for it. The capital is vastly superior. We have paved roads that extend to all of the surrounding settlements, and the aqueduct system my father has just finished installing has revolutionized the city. The Gannis Kilmirs have a long and storied history of subjugation and innovation. Well, apart from great-great-uncle Siegbold, but every family has its black sheep. No. Scribes, could you please leave us? Yes, go. I should only have to say it once. Jump off the battlements or something. Good. They're gone. After the wedding, I had something I wanted to say to you in private. Why don't we take a trip? After the wedding, just the two of us. Well, the two of us in the Royal Guard, but just the two of us. We could travel to the Kilmir country estate. Why don't we lock ourselves away, forget royal politics for a fortnight, and get to know one another without pressure? I needn't act like a prince, and you needn't act like a captive. I want to know you free of our previous context. I think that despite it all, there is a person there who I would like to get to know. Then it is decided. Once my father returns from his trip, I will ask his permission to have the two of us depart the capital after the wedding. I want us to make this work, and I know this isn't what you wanted, but it's what we have. We are both unneeded heirs, so at the very least, we might try and be happy together. Because I believe that I could be happy with you. And I know I am less than perfect, but do you think on some level you might find it within yourself to be happy with me? I know you might not like me the way I am. And if I were in your position, I could see why. But I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try and be acceptable to you. I know we might have to work at it, and, well, I'm going through the same as you, or at least as close to what you are as anyone might be. But why don't we grant this a chance? I am willing to make a fresh start if you are. What do you say?